We're nerds and we like to write. We're nerd writers. Hi, I'm Mack, and one of my defining characteristics is that I am a thinker. And so here's one of my thoughts about describing oneself. Oftentimes we perceive other people as a very fixed or static personalities. So we think of people we know as defined by the fact that they often go shopping, or they're often a sunny disposition, or contrarily, they're often sad, or etc., etc., etc. We think of other people in a fixed way, and that's why if we were asked to write an about me about them, we would be able to do it easily because we think of them in a fixed way. The problem is, we don't think of ourselves in a fixed way at all. For us, life is full of endless choices, and just because we've made certain choices in the past doesn't mean we necessarily think of ourselves as defined by them. Who are your 5 favorite authors? I would have to say, of course, John Green. Trenton Lee Stewart. He wrote a book called The Mysterious Benedict Society, and it's actually a trilogy now. C.S. Lewis, just because, like, his stuff is, as a Christian, as a Catholic, to read his stuff is just so great. Like, even the Chronicles of Narnia, there's so much there. Scott Westerfield. And I think that in order to have a 5th, I will say Charles Dickens, because when I was reading him in school, I actually really enjoyed his stuff. What is your favorite book? I write all over the place, generally in my room for as far as the actual physical act goes, but like, I mean, if we want to talk about the aesthetic implications of that, I write all the time when I'm at a show and I'm watching people interact, or I see the smallest detail, and it's not something you could take a photograph of, it's something that would work in writing, because it's this minute thing which when you write about it, it becomes part of the vast metaphoric and symbolic language of the piece. And I also write and I listen to music always when I write, always. Unicorn or ninja? Ninja all the way. I mean, it's like nothing can compete with ninjas. Like pirate or ninja, it's just like it's not even a question. It's not even a question. Batman or Robin? Batman. What do you think your nano novel will be about this year? What do I think my nano novel will be about? I know what it's going to be about. I have planned all through October, extensive detail, character biographies, really bad drawings because I can't draw. Yes, I don't exactly know what category it fits into, because I was thinking it's called science fiction, but it may not be, because it's set in this world where a bunch of people randomly vanished, and everyone's like, what's going on? And it turned out they were aliens, but they look exactly like us, and there's these bad guys, and our heroes are trying to run around and bring everyone back and figure out what's going on and do a lot of cool stuff. Do you have a phobia? Oh, sad story. When I was little, I was running around my sister's high chair, fell, cut open my lip. They took me to the hospital. They didn't put me under anything. They just strapped me down and sewed me up. And then, ever since then, I've kind of about it, because when I was a little older, I was told the story. I was in a card chair and I was sleeping, and suddenly I started saying, "No stitches, no stitches," because I was reliving it in nightmare format. So, kind of have a phobia about, like, watching people in pain. It's not so much like blood, although blood is also part of it, but it's like when people are in pain, it's just like, I don't know, I empathize to the point where I feel it, I think, because of that incident. So, what's your favorite season? Autumn for sure is my favorite season. What kind of things do you write about? Angst, hopeless romantics, and high adventures. In that order. I'm kidding, but I do write about all of them. Most important fact about you? I want to become the best version of myself that I can, and I know that that sounds really cliche, but when we think about a lot of different things or purposes in life, like the pursuit of happiness or the pursuit of success or the pursuit of money, all of these things are, first of all, not really that easy to ever attain. Even if you attain success, there's still greater success. Even if you attain wealth, there's still greater wealth to attain. Whereas becoming the best version of yourself is also like that. However, there's a kind of a built-in reward system, because as you improve, your delight, your joy increases because you are more who you want to be. You know, we know the things that make us happy, we just don't do them. So I think that is a good, important fact. Nerd Writers will start in full force in November, which is coming up very soon. I just glanced over at my calendar, so we will see you then.